Okay, I'm going to do some more Wes Montgomery arpeggios, or Wes Montgomery-ish arpeggios, and they're going to be based off of these chords that are called drop twos. I don't know why they're called drop twos yet, but I'll explain that on another video one of these days. We could have D major 7, D dominant 7th, D minor 7th, and D minor 7 flat 5. Now in the flat 5, that note is no longer kosher. It's this note. If you want to, you could even do a crossbar in that minor 7 flat 5, or you could just smooth that note out. But just realize that's your 5th. So when you flat the 5th, you gotta flat the 5th. And since that note is the same note, that'll be the flat 5th. Major 7, show me how much you love me. Dominant 7, minor 7 flat 5. Those are the 4 chords, the 4 7th chords that we'll find in a diatonic setting. Diatonic means using only the 7 notes of the major scale. So this would all be we're going to do this in the key of C, although we're really going to be in D Dorian. If you don't understand what Dorian is, don't worry about that yet. I'm thinking the easiest way to start is with a minor 7th arpeggio. And so I'm going to be doing a D minor 7th, but I'm going to start on the 7th, the funk note. All right. T-do. Cool. So I'm going to start on the C, and then I'm going to go up a D minor, and I'm going to end on C. So I'm always going to end on the same note that I start on. Now you're welcome to be modern and current and in the 21st century when you use your pinky, or you can be a little older and use your 3rd finger. You can even use your, you can use whatever you want to. Use your damn nose, it's your guitar. D minor 7. Starting on the 7th, ending on the 7th. If I want a D dominant 7th, only one note's going to change to F sharp. Now here I'm probably going to go 1, 2, 2, 1, 3. Once again, the whole West thing is when you do whole steps, a lot of times it's 1, 2, and when you do minor thirds, it's 1, 3. So he's going to do this because he doesn't have the pinky is not an option for him to play single notes. Chords and octaves, fine. So he's going to go 1, 2, 2, 3. If you want to use 3 and 4, that's fine as well. D7. Cool. D major 7 obviously has a major 7. So I'm going to start with, now here I'm going to start with 1, 2. So 1, 2, 2. Actually, that's a song called Strut with Some Barbecue. Probably my favorite one of them. And then this is tough. 1, 2, 2, 1, 3. And all your arpeggios, you also want to sweep them back down. Down, up, down. So when I'm doing the sweep, I'm going to go up. I'm going to go up, down, 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 up. But I just up. Worry about your first note, worry about your last note, and the rest can just be percussive. When you sweep the other way, it's down, up, down. Bucket of fish. Bucket fish. Don't try to get the notes, just try to get the forest, not the tree. Cool. Now a minor 7th, flat 5. Here I'm going to start with a C, so it's minor 7 has a flat 7, root, flat 3rd, and the flat 5th is stretching all the way to between the dots here. This is a little bit harder to do with your 3rd finger because it's a bit stretchy. I slide. A lot of times I don't stretch, I shift. I think it's a lot easier on your wrist and your hand and everything in general to just move than it is to stretch. You see what happened? Yeah. It's hard to stretch. When I stretch, I just naturally sort of crook my wrist when I stretch. So I'd rather just shift. Cool. Now, if we're in D Dorian, we're going to have D minor 7, E minor, well, we'll do the chords for you here. D minor 7, E minor 7, F major 7, G dominant 7th, or what common people call G7, A minor 7. I can get a B minor 7 flat 5, albeit a little high, C major 7. I could have those last two chords if you don't have a cutaway. B minor 7 flat 5, C major 7, back to D minor 7. All white notes. If you're playing the piano, just run it up and down. That's all white notes, all in the key of C, but I'm going to call this really in D Dorian, which is going to start in the 2nd degree of the mode. It's going to be a minor mode, but it's going to have a bright note in there. That's going to be what's going to be very modern, and by modern I mean 60s. Right? Some of us are moldy figs. Very modern sound. Cool. So we can do D minor 7, E minor 7, F major 7. Right, the major 7 starts with 1, 2, a half step, because the major 7 has a half step to the root. And you have to stretch all the way up there. G dominant 7, which I do 1, 2, 2, 3. A minor 7. B minor 7 flat 5. C major 7. Now those last two I could have done B minor 7 flat 5 down here and C major 7 up here. So those are just some other shapes of Wes Montgomery arpeggios with the sweep.